Hello, everyone. Can y'all hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and get started because we've got a lot to pack in tonight. I'm going to assume there's going to be some more people jumping on. I hope so. If not, then you guys will get a really intensive training, which I think is awesome. I'm going to open us with a word of prayer, and then we will get started. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for this night. Lord, I thank you for this technology where we can all come together and learn more about something we're so passionate about. Lord, I just pray that you will give Terry and I clarity of mind. And Lord, just let everything that we say and do honor you. In your name, amen. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, my name is Amber Livesey. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. I just turned Emerald July 31st. It's still very new to me. We do these Zoom calls quite often, and I am going to mute everybody. All that does is except for whoever's speaking, obviously, but all that does is it helps eliminate background noise. It will help you be able to focus on what's being said. But anyways, like I said, my name is Amber Livesey. I'm going to be doing this call tonight with someone who I look up to, even though she's in my downline, and golly, she inspires me and motivates me, and I just think she's the coolest. I kind of want to be like her when I grow up. Her name is Terry Paxton. Terry, give us a shout out there. Make sure to unmute.
Oh, hey guys. That's funny, looking up when I'm down. No, that's just kind of ironic. I'm just blessed to be a part of this team. That's the bottom line right there. So I'm a senior gold ambassador. Actually just ranked senior gold this past month, and I'm getting ready to celebrate my 1-year Plexiversary. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, and I am tickled to death just to be a part of this team, and I'm excited to share some stuff with you guys tonight.
Awesome. I see several newbies on here, and I just want to congratulate y'all for taking the time to get on this call. Hoping you guys will learn some stuff tonight. See Rebecca Norman. I think Rebecca's 1 ambassador away from going silver. Is that right? Awesome. You're almost there, girl. So I am just so happy to see all of you guys. We are all on Sunday Anderson's team. Sunday is our Sapphire upline, and she is the one who is putting these calls together. Tonight, she is actually in Indiana doing a training up there for a big team that she has. So right now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen to pull up this PowerPoint. I'm not going to make the PowerPoint full screen because it makes it too complicated on my end to be able to control the PowerPoint with the Zoom call still up. So hopefully you guys, can you give me thumbs up if you can see the Plexus 102 slide? Everybody good? Okay, cool. So we're going to go over tonight the products and the compensation plan. We have a line of 15 different products. You will see all of them in this picture except for our Mega X. Our Mega X is new, and so it hasn't made it into this picture yet. And then you'll also see there something called Fast Relief. When we talk about that tonight, we will refer to it as Ease because the name has been changed from Fast Relief to our Ease line. So let's just dive right in. I want to encourage y'all to grab a pen and paper, maybe take some notes or do some typing there on your computer. We will have a time for question and answer at the end. So if you have some questions, just jot them down, and then we'll do our best to save some time for those at the end. So our first product and our most important product, what I call the cornerstone of all of our products, is our Plexus Slim. Plexus Slim was originally designed for type 2 diabetics. And then in the product testing, they discovered that not only were they getting help with their diabetes, but people were also getting help sleeping better. All of them had lost weight. Some of them had lost a significant amount of weight, some of them a small amount of weight. All of them were just overall feeling better. And that's when Plexus Corporate realized, okay, we have something here that's bigger than just for someone with diabetes or pre-diabetic. So that's when they marketed it for everyone. Plexus Slim came out in 2012. Plexus Worldwide was launched in 2008. And we'll tell you in a little bit what our very first product was. It actually wasn't the Slim. I never recommend people get any of our products without getting the Slim. They can benefit from them, sure, but they're going to benefit from them so much more if they have that Slim in there. If people can only do one product, I always suggest the Slim. And I think most ambassadors would agree with me on that. The key thing that Slim does for us is it helps to balance out our blood sugar. When your blood sugar is out of whack, it makes so many things so difficult, including losing weight. It makes getting good sleep difficult. It can raise your cholesterol and all of this. So the Slim can come alongside and help aid all of those things. I should have actually said this at the very beginning, but make sure when presenting products, if you ever do a meeting, which I hope all of you will, do a meeting for people, make sure people know that Plexus does not claim to cure or prevent any diseases. We are required to say that when we're presenting the products to new people for the first time. So that is our key product. One of the main ingredients in this is the Garcinia cambogia. I want to encourage all of you guys, for sake of time, we really don't have a huge amount of time to dive into what all of these different ingredients can do. But I want to encourage y'all, just do a Google for the Garcinia cambogia. You can see how it's spelt there on the slide. It has so many benefits, so many benefits. Plexus Slim is not a meal replacement. You are still to eat 3 meals a day. It is not a meal replacement. It is not magic. You cannot take Plexus Slim and, have a Dr. Pepper and Snickers bar for breakfast every morning and expect your blood sugar to get regulated. It's not going to work. One key thing to remember when taking the Slim and when taking really any of our products is to drink your water. Plexus recommends that we take our weight, divide it in half, and that is how much water we are to be drinking every day, up to 100 ounces. So anyone weighing 200 pounds or more, it's still 100 ounces. It's from my experience, I believe everyone needs to be drinking 100 ounces of water a day. That's just my personal opinion there. It's not gonna hurt you if you drink 20 more ounces or something. So anyways, that's our cornerstone product. It's our key product. It's my favorite product. It kind of tastes like a cherry Tootsie Pop. Probably most of you guys have tasted it by now, but that's normally how I describe it to people when they ask me what it tastes like. We also have sample packs of these. I use those sample packs a lot of times as giveaways, and I tell people this is primarily so you can know what it tastes like. The sample packs are either 3 days or 7 days. So I'm always sure to tell folks you're probably not going to see life-changing results in a week. You might see big results within a week, but it's primarily so they can know what it tastes like. So moving right along to some more of my favorite products. Terry, go for it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, ProBio and BioCleanse. I just have to tell you guys right up front, before Plexus, I never even considered taking a probiotic. And I didn't realize at the age of 54 that I should have been doing that a long time ago, because I was absolutely blown away by how great it made me feel. Our ProBio has active cultures in it that help your digestive system and help support intestinal flora. I know that many of us have these diets in the United States where we eat a lot of processed foods. And if you're eating anything here that is processed or breathing, let's say, smog and pollution anywhere here in the U.S., then you need a good probiotic. And this one, obviously, we think is the best. I heard somebody tell me when I first started that, they said, but I take Activia. And someone told me that you would have to have 23 of those little cups of Activia yogurt to equal one of our ProBio 5. That I couldn't eat 23 of them, and I don't think anybody else would want to. So it also helps break down the yeast overgrowth in our bodies, and it also restores a balance into your intestinal flora, which is just really vital. The other thing that I love is BioCleanse. And BioCleanse, I think a lot of people think, oh no, a cleanse, and they think they're going to be living in the potty. And I'm here to tell you, no, it's not. It's a gentle cleanse. As a second grade teacher, when I first started taking this about a year ago, I took my BioCleanse in the daytime, like the bottle says. I've changed it since then. But you have to know that as a teacher, if this was anything other than a gentle cleanse, I couldn't be doing it during school. And so it just helps oxygenate. Say it for me, Amber.
Oxygenate.
Thank you. Oxygenate. I can't do it. Anyway, it helps get oxygen into your system. It also contains magnesium, which is really important for a balanced gut as well. And, you know, when you are regular, then that helps enhance your body to help it lose weight as well. It helps weight loss. Somebody once described it as, well, we're just going to talk about poop for a minute, but somebody once described, if you have 3 cars going to the car wash, 3 cars must come out of the car wash. And so BioCleanse kind of helps that as well in just a really natural, general way. I'm trying to think of anything else that it says. That, I don't know. I didn't realize what my body was missing until I added this to my regimen, and I won't go without it. I won't go without it. When you have I think you guys probably have already realized that it's called the triplex. When we incorporate the Slim, the ProBio, and the BioCleanse together, when our customers go onto our website and look for it, those 3 products together are called the triplex, and I wouldn't go with a day without them.
Yeah, and the triplex is our most sold item. It's 3 items, but it's our most sold item that Plexus sells. I recommend the triplex for almost anyone, the Slim, the ProBio, and the BioCleanse. I love those products. Okay, moving on to X Factor. This is our multivitamin. Now, I don't know about you, but I used to think that multivitamins were a joke because I would take them and they did nothing for me. But when you go get an over-the-counter multivitamin, or even a really good one at a vitamin store, supplement store, a lot of times when you go to the restroom, most times when you go to the restroom, you look in the toilet and your pee is bright yellow. Guys, by the way, when you're a Plexus ambassador, you talk a lot about poop and pee, okay? It just goes with the territory, okay? Anyway, the reason that it's like that is because you literally just peed out your vitamin. It went straight through you. That is not the case with X Factor. The reason that is not the case is because of the aloe blend that's in X Factor, aloe, ALOE, like the stuff you rub on your skin when you get a sunburn and your skin absorbs it. Well, the aloe, when it goes into your body, it helps your body absorb all the other nutrients that you're putting in. So all the nutrients from the Slim, all the other nutrients from X Factor, all the nutrients that you're eating every day, X Factor is going to help your body absorb those, not just send it straight through you. We also have the X Factor chewables. Those are the only product that we have that are specifically marketed for kids. Legally, we are not able to tell people, oh, sure, your kid can take the Slim, your kid can do this, your whatever. The only one that we're legally allowed to tell people is the X Factor. That being said, I know several children whose doctors approve the other products for them, like lots and lots of kids. So what I would say if a mom is wanting her kid to try the other products, specifically a lot of them wanted to try the Slim, is just, make sure you get your doctor's approval. I love our X Factor. It has the New Zealand black currant in it as well. Supports your whole body health. I love this vitamin. It gives me energy through the day as well. Absolutely love it. I can't say enough great things about it. I think right next to the ProBio, we go through X Factor quicker than anything else. So anyway, moving right along to our Mega X. This is our new product.
Mega X. Mega X, you guys probably know, is our newest product. And it just came out, goodness, about a few months ago. And Mega X has, well, first of all, its big claim to fame, and I just love this, is that it is not fish-based, it is plant-based. Mm-hmm. And that is huge, you guys. Anybody ever had a fishy oil burp, they know exactly what we're talking about. And so I think this is just going to change the face of omegas for our company, obviously, and for just anybody that needs to be taking these. And by the way, just about everybody needs to. It contains omegas 3, 6, 9, and 5 and 7. And I said it was plant-based. It's a plant called the ahi. I couldn't spell it if I had, maybe it's on this slide. Anyway, the ahi plant, and that's what makes this so unique to omegas that are out on the market. And when you start looking and finding out what all does an omega do, it helps with a better focus. It helps enhance brain function, eye health, heart, joints, your skin. It helps even relieve stress. I was Googling, looking a little bit more. There was one gal that I was reading her testimony, and it said that her cardiologist absolutely recommended this specific, our Mega X. And I just think that speaks volumes for us. I have started it, well, I'm just got my second bottle, and I certainly can tell a difference in the way that I sleep. And I think my mood's a little bit, I'm just going to say it, I'm not as stressed. That's just it. I really am loving our new Mega X. Trying to think what else. Amber, anything else that you can think of?
Yeah, let me just share. I got a testimony from a friend earlier specifically about the Mega X, and she says, I'm 36 years old and I've been on high blood pressure medicine ever since I gave birth to my son back in 2012. I was so frustrated that I had to be on medicine at such a young age. And this is a girl who overall everyone saw as a healthy person. Then I started adding Mega X to my Plexus regimen, which was already Slim, ProBio 5, BioCleanse, and X Factor. I'm happy to report that I've been off my blood pressure medicine for 3 months now. I have beautiful readings every time, and I don't feel like my head is going to pop off my shoulders. I love Plexus products. I love that testimonial about our Mega X specifically helping her blood pressure. And I heard another testimony this is a 36-year-old. I heard another testimony just this past weekend in Tennessee of a lady who is probably right around 65, 66 years old, and of how much her blood pressure has improved with this product. Let me also just pause right here and mention, with all of these products that we're going to be talking about tonight, there are recommended dosages and there are recommended times of the day to take them. I never start anybody out on the fullest dose of any of our products. I will tell them start with 1 Slim and then add in, hopefully they got the triplex. I will tell them then next to add in your ProBio and BioCleanse at night. That's how I prefer to start people on it. You'll hear different people speak differently about that BioCleanse should be during the day between meals. However, I am finding, and I know several people that are finding the most success taking it at night with their ProBio. And I start them on 1 of those each. It's a very, very good, they probably need to be on more than 1 of them, but I'm never going to start someone full blast on 4 BioCleanse and 4 ProBio. They would hate me forever. Simply because their body is not used to all of these great nutrients going into it. Like my story I tell, I had been putting junk into my system for 33 years. And then all of a sudden I started taking Plexus. Had I started just gung-ho on every product or gung-ho with the full dosage of some products, I would have been miserable. My body wouldn't have known what to do with itself. So just throw that out there. And everybody's body is different. There's a trial and error to some of this. And there's some just some testing that has to go on. So keep up with your customers. And if they're struggling, if they're just not finding the help that they need, ask them, okay, how are you taking your products? When are you taking your products? And what products exactly are you taking? And are you drinking all of your water? Those are the 4 key questions I ask. And if they're taking their products all together in the morning, it maybe just they need to split them up a little bit. There's definitely some troubleshooting that goes along with it sometimes. Okay, moving right along. I just wanted to throw that out there because that was something that I was confused with when I first started. Okay, accelerator or boost. These 2 products, you need to pick one or the other. There is a lot of writing on this slide, and I don't know, can y'all even see it or is it too small? Can you read it, Terry?
No, it's pretty tiny.
Okay.
Of course, I'm old.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm just going to tell you guys a simple way to know if someone should be on accelerator or boost. If you're talking with someone who is already pretty active, they could do boost, easy, and benefit from it. If you're talking to someone who is not active, maybe their job is just 9 to 5 behind a desk, accelerator would benefit them more. If you're talking to someone who struggles with depression, accelerator would benefit them more because it has a natural serotonin in it, the 5-HTP. I have told people that I am off my antidepressant and anti-anxiety medicine, and I know that that is because of accelerator. I know that it is because of when I started it and how, let me see if I don't think I can actually zoom in on it while I'm sharing my screen. Oh, wait, let me try this. Yeah. Hold on. Let me scoot this over.
That works.
Hold on just a second. Here we go. There's Accelerator.
Awesome.
Okay. I'll scroll over to Boost here in just a minute. Me personally, this is just me talking to y'all. I love Accelerator. Absolutely love it. Boost makes me a little bit sleepy, which is a little ironic, but there are other people who absolutely love it. So again, this can be kind of a troubleshooting thing. Now, like I mentioned, if you're talking to someone that you know struggles with depression, get them on the Accelerator Plus. If you're talking with someone that you know is already very inactive, put them on the Accelerator Plus. Now, I was inactive when I started on it. I'm now working out 5 to 6 times a week, but I still love Accelerator. Boost, if you know you're talking to someone who is already an active person, they, live at the gym almost, then put them on Boost. Boost is thermogenic. It's going to heat your body from the inside out. That was another thing I didn't like about it because I live in Texas, and for crying out loud, I don't need to be heated up anymore. But anyways, a lot of people, don't let me steer you guys wrong though. A lot of people have great success with this product. Great success. These are our only 2 products that are purposefully made to be stimulative. So if anyone you're talking to has high blood pressure or a heart issue or anything, they need to get these approved by their doctor. They do have a small amount of caffeine in it. It's about as much as 1 cup of coffee, and it is still from the coffee bean extract, so it's still all natural. So, Terry, did you have something you wanted to add?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I originally, when I first started, I started with Boost and took it probably for, several months. And then when I quit teaching, I thought I wasn't as active. And so then I switched to Accelerator, and I really can't decide which one I like best. I like them both.
Just make sure your customers know it's one or the other.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
they are both made to be stimulative. We don't want people on both and it triggering anything. I honestly, with as little amount of caffeine that's in it, that's really more of just a cautionary thing. But just make sure they pick one or the other. So these 2 are, let me just say, these 2 are specifically geared toward weight loss. Okay. And they are made to go with the Slim. But here's what I tell people all the time. If you're in this for weight loss and you jump in with the Slim and Accelerator or the Slim and Boost and that's it, you may have success. But in my opinion, it's like putting the Band-Aid on the gaping wound when you really need the tourniquet. And the tourniquet would be the triplex, the Slim, the ProBio, and the BioCleanse. Because if their gut is unhealthy, which is what the BioCleanse and the ProBio targets, if their gut is unhealthy, the Accelerator and the Boost, it's just not going to do it for them. If they want to do the Accelerator with or the Boost with the others, that's totally fine. Okay. Another weight loss product. Terry?
Block. Yeah, big old bottle of Block. Block came out. I was so glad. Block came out right around Halloween last year. And I mean, all I kept on reading were all these testimonies of people that's like, okay, Halloween and then Thanksgiving and then Christmas. Are you kidding me? That is like, let's eat ourselves to death, which thank goodness for Block, you don't have to do that. Block is our only product that is specifically it's time specific. And Block helps, let me back up. Block needs to be taken 30 to 45 minutes before your largest meal. You can take it up to twice a day. If you're going to have a big lunch and a big dinner, then that's okay. I really just carry it around in my purse, and when I know that I'm going out to dinner or something like that, I will take me a couple Block. Block was created to help do just what it says. It blocks up to 48% absorption of carbs and sugars. And for diets that we have these days, shoot, I am a carb fanatic, and I'm grateful for Block. It helps also reduce. Is there a dog barking?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually mute everyone real quick, Terry. So just click unmute on yourself.
Okay.
Go ahead.
There we go. Okay, so Block also, it helps reduce your post-meal blood sugar levels, and it will help support that as well. So it is definitely a game changer for me, and I think a game changer for a lot of people that eat meals like we do. You certainly can't expect it to be a miracle, but it certainly does help a lot.
Let me just mention one more thing. It's made to block carbs. So if you're not about to eat a high carb meal, you don't need block. If you take it and you sit down and eat, you know, barbecue meat and green beans or something, there's not a lot of carbs in that. You're going to feel really bloated. So take that before your biggest carb meal. I found that out. My husband and I are doing a paleo diet right now, which is basically no carbs, no sugars, no nothing. I'm not taking block right now. There's not a need for it. There's nothing to block. Okay, next, Ease Pills and Ease Cream. This is our line of, well, I was going to say fast relief products, but these products can completely take the place of Advil, Tylenol, Motrin, things like that in your house. They are 100% natural as well. You can't say that about those others. All of our products are plant-based, including our Ease products. The Ease Cream is made for a short-term, more immediate relief. It's kind of, I don't even want to throw this out, but I want to relate it to something. It's kind of like an Icy Hot, but it is so much better than Icy Hot. It's not greasy. It smells like peppermint instead of whatever you want to say Icy Hot smells like. I don't even know, but it is strong smelling. And it really, really works. It absolutely works. I love this stuff, especially after a really tough workout. I kind of want to take a bath in it. The Ease capsules contain a blend. I'm not going to read all that. That's boring. But the Ease capsules are what can take the place of the Tylenol, the Advil, the Motrin, and all that. I actually take one Ease capsule every day. And not because I'm in pain every day, but because there's so many other benefits in them. Side note, anyone who is allergic to shellfish cannot take the Ease pills. They should get approved by their doctor, I should say. I know people that are allergic to shellfish and they're still able to take them. But these are great for anyone that you know that is living with constant pain. I know people who have replaced much stronger drugs than Tylenol, Motrin, Advil with these little babies. I was talking to a guy this past week who replaced his Oxycontin. And that's huge, y'all. That's massive. And Oxycontin makes you feel loopy and crazy and out, just puts you to sleep. These, of course, don't do that. I also take, a lot of times I'll take one of these before a workout if I know it's going to be a really tough workout, just as a preventative measure to keep me from feeling pain. Anyway, moving right along, this one is still called Fast Relief.
Fast Relief Nerve Health. I tell you what, I have a friend, this story just blows me away. I have a friend who I used to teach with who had back surgery. She had steel rods in her back, and she's about my age, 50-ish something. And she literally, before she joined Plexus just for this Fast Relief nerve health support. Before she started taking it, she could not bend over and pick up her grandkids. Once she started taking this, her life has been changed. She is a grandma that gets down on the floor and plays with her grandkids and is able to love and wallow around with them like she was never able to do just because of her chronic pain from these steel rods in her back. The nerve health support also helps with fibromyalgia, inflammation. I attribute it to the fact that my plantar fasciitis pain is gone. I don't know if it's really nerves or what, but I guarantee you that this stuff had something to do with my feet not hurting anymore. It also, many people who have a lot of neuropathy pain have experienced great relief with this. It also is it contains the green-lipped mussel as well. So this is another one of those products that if you are allergic to shellfish, that you talk to your doctor first and see what they say about that. But like Amber said, we know people that even though they are allergic, their doctor has approved it and they've gotten great results with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And one key thing to remember about both these Fast Relief or Ease and Fast Relief, make sure your people know about them. Sometimes people see Plexus as just weight loss, or they don't even know that we have this whole line of products that can help them with pain management. So make sure that they know about them. Make sure they know about all of our products. Body cream. We're going to go through the next couple of these really fast because we're going to run out of time here. But body cream, it's a great alternative to regular lotion. It has activated charcoal in it. So when you first pump it out, you're going to notice it's gray, which kind of took me by surprise. My husband loves it because it really doesn't have an aroma to it at all. It is great. It helps a lot of people with eczema. It helps with psoriasis. All sorts of stuff this can help with. Just really dry skin. A lot of ladies use this as a night cream. And of course, you can see all the ingredients there if you want to maybe take a picture of that or a screenshot of it or whatever. I'll try to see if we can have this PowerPoint also posted in Sunday's Superstars.
Okay, and there you go. There is our original product. It is the breast self-exam kit, and it helps with home self-exams. And I have to say, I do not have one, but I'm telling you what, I know in October, last year they did a 2-for-1 type kind of thing, and I guarantee you I'm getting 1, 2, 6 this year to give as gifts. It helps magnify the sensory, your sensory touch. I heard someone say that if you were to find something, well, let's say you have something the size of a grain of sand, it magnifies it to about the size of a piece of rice. And that's so vitally important. It helps with increase the sensitivity to that touch. So we're not going to give any examples. We're not going to do any modeling, but I'm telling you, there you go.
Awesome. And then last but most definitely not least is our Plexus. Yes! I mentioned earlier that Plexus is not a meal replacement. That is the Plexus Slim. This, however, is to be used as a meal replacement. Comes in vanilla or chocolate. Now, you do not have to use the Plexus 96. So please don't ever market Plexus as a meal replacement line or anything like that because it's simply not. Plexus 96 is 96 calories. That's where it gets its name from. I'll zoom in a little bit. I see some of y'all trying to read it. It's where it gets its name. Contains more than 20 vitamins and minerals. Y'all, this stuff has been out of stock for a long time because it is so good. And when it's come back in stock, it's sold out in a matter of hours. They now have it in our back offices so that ambassadors can buy a bag of each, a bag of vanilla and a bag of chocolate. And you better believe I jumped on that right away. I want to encourage y'all to get some of this, try it out. I love it with coconut milk. I don't use it. I've never tried it with water because I've heard it doesn't taste great with water. It says on the packaging you can do water or milk. It's a great little thing. Mix up with some coconut milk and put a packet of Slim in with it. It makes a great breakfast. I love our Plexus 96 protein shake. I can't say enough great things about it. And I'm really glad that it's finally back in stock for ambassadors. I do not, Terry, do you know what sweetener is used in the P90?
No, I don't. That's a
Rebecca, I'll find out.
Yeah.
That is a really great question. But I'll find out and post it or send you a private message or something. Okay.
All right. So now that we've discussed all these,
we're trying to get through all this, so but we will find out. I promise.
So now that we've discussed all these products, you guys are probably wondering, so what do you recommend? And we all know everybody's body is different. The very first thing you need to do when you talk to your customer is find out, what is it? What are your health goals? What are you looking for? Oh, 96 and it's stevia. Yeah. There you go, guys. Backing up. 96 is sweetened with stevia. So anyway, back to your customers. Talk to your customers. Find out what their health goals are. Are they wanting weight loss? Are they wanting overall health, gut health? That's the questions that you need to ask them. Are they looking for pain relief? So here are some of the popular combinations. I don't know if you can see all those, but the first combination is Slim and Block, and that's primarily, like Amber said, that is primarily for weight loss. Our most popular product or popular combination is this number 2, where it is the triplex. It's Slim, probiotic, and BioCleanse. And I tell my customers this is a great healthy way to lose weight and to get your gut healthy. And you got to have your gut healthy if you want to have sustainable weight loss. And then picture number 3 shows you that all of that, the triplex plus, I can't see it, but I'm pretty sure it's got X Factor in it, doesn't it?
No, this shows it with the BioCleanse, the ProBio, and the Block.
Oh, and the Block. I'm sorry, I can see it now. It was hiding. The screen is hiding. So, like we said, you could have your Block. You're carrying it around in your purse for when you have those big old carb meals that you're looking to enjoy, but you don't want to have all that absorption. And it also shows you the prices right there. And I think those prices, are those preferred prices? Probably. I'm not sure.
Yeah, those are preferred
so.
prices. Those aren't ambassador prices. Mm-hmm.
But the main thing that you need to remember is talk to your customers about what is it that they're looking for and what is their overall health goal. And although the triplex is probably the best place to start, that just get as much information as you can from them. And these are great combinations to suggest. All righty, what else we got?
Okay, product knowledge. You need to be a product of the products. I think you guys probably at this point have all heard that. In other words, you need to be taking your products every day. Get to know your Plexus products, Plexus website, back office team pages. Y'all, there are so many ways out here to learn more about these products. Terry and I will be the first to tell you we are not an expert on any of these, but there are experts out there. I want you guys to write down some names on YouTube. If you will go and find an ambassador named Wendy Larson, she has some great product videos. Another ambassador, her name is Ame Darling. It's A-I-M-E-E, Darling, D-A-R-L-I-N-G. It looks like Amy, but it's pronounced Ame. And then another one is Jennifer Pickett. I will type all these in the chat here in just a minute. All three of those ladies make some amazing videos about our products. The reason they're so amazing is because they're all in the health field, in the health industry. So they can literally look at a bottle of our products and know exactly what a lot of these things do. So I love those videos. They're all on YouTube. And then we're going to move in here to the compensation plan right now. I want to also, while I'm suggesting people to learn more about the business side of things, YouTube videos. There's a diamond ambassador named Sonia Dudley, D-U-D-L-E-Y. A diamond ambassador named Sarah, S-A-R-A, Marble, M-A-R-B-L-E. Their videos are excellent for building your business. They have videos specifically just on the compensation plan. They have videos on how to talk to strangers out in public. They're perfect. I can tell you Sonia Dudley literally taught me Plexus. Me and my sister. So I would encourage y'all to look over some of those. I have asked Terry right before we dive into the compensation plan to just give a brief testimony on her, how Plexus has blessed her financially and what all she's doing with that.
Wow. So, okay, guys, here it is. And let's see if I can do this without I haven't told this story in quite a while. I started Plexus back in September of 2014, just so I could lose weight. I mean, that's all I wanted. And went ahead, just like everybody else, want my products the cheapest I could. And at that time, I was a second grade teacher that I'd been teaching for 28 years. My business took off really quick. I had lots of customers. My ambassadors were growing. It was just kind of crazy. And I started making some money that I was shocked. I had no idea that was what was going to happen. And it was really at that point, it was just extra income since we each had our own job. This Plexus was just extra income. So my first month, the first 2 months or so, I got my big checks and blew right through them. I'm embarrassed to say, just blew them on selfish things that just were trinkets that made me happy, which was irresponsible. And so God quickly humbled me and showed me that that was not why he was giving me favor in my business. I wasn't really quite sure what my purpose was about Plexus and why he had dropped this into my lap, but I knew there was something big. And so one night I was really just, I have to say, stalking Sarah Marble on her Facebook page, looking to see how was she successful, really not looking for anything other than tips or copy and post and that kind of thing. And I saw this video that she had posted on her page about this organization called Angel House. And Angel House is a group, a nonprofit group here in the U.S. that builds orphanages in India. And I don't know if you guys have ever had this feeling, but it was like God had just put this warm blanket over me. I burst out in tears and knew immediately that it was not accident that I had stumbled across Angel House on Sarah's page, that was what I was supposed to be doing. My kiddos live in India, and so I have a passion for that. And my own children are missionaries in India. And then, being able to combine that with my love of kiddos was remarkable. So I got a hold of Angel House. Long story short, we have committed to building an orphanage. Our completion date will be December of 2016. That is what my plexus, my plexus is not going to anything except Angel House. I have a whole separate account. That's where it all goes. And that is why God has put plexus in my, that's why God has put plexus in my life, is to make an impact on kiddos in India. And yeah, I love getting to share this with people here in the US, and I love being able to help people get healthy. But the thought that plexus is making a difference in homeless kiddos' lives in India, y'all, that's big. And so that's my ministry, and that's why God has shown me favor. So that's it, y'all. That's it.
I love that. I wish we could have your story on like every single call we do. I think it's so perfect.
Thanks. It's great.
Anyway.
It's great. God's amazing.
All right. We're going to jump right into our compensation. Terry, I think this one's your slide, right?
Yes, it is my slide. Okay. So let's see. Where am I? I am a senior gold, and this slide is from corporate. You can share this slide. This is one of the few slides with prices on it, with dollar signs on it that you can share. This came straight from corporate. What we need to keep in mind, what I want to share with you guys, is that these amounts that you see, these are annual amounts. And I think most of us would agree that it's kind of on the slim side. No pun intended, slim. It's on the low side. That these incomes, it blows my mind away. I had no idea as a second grade teacher that in 1 year I could be making, 1 year, are you kidding me? In 28 years as a teacher, I barely got to that point. My raise as a teacher was $500 a year. Crazy. So as you can see, the financial blessings, the financial benefits are outrageous, absolutely outrageous. I want you guys to look at the diamond and imagine Celeste Gwynn making that twice. That, I was sharing that with somebody today, and it's possible for anybody, absolutely for anybody, and it blows me away. Amber is an emerald, and Amber, is that accurate, or what would you say about that?
Yeah, I think this chart is very accurate all the way up. I thought it's accurate, and then the closer, like when I was senior ruby and the closer I was getting to emerald, it was on the low side. And the reason for that, we're going to get into that in just a minute, is because your points start to change. And we're going to tell you guys what points are here in just a little bit. But this chart's very accurate. When I first saw a chart very similar to this, because this particular one wasn't out yet, it was the night that I was being introduced to Plexus to be an ambassador. And I thought this was a joke. I thought, there's no way. There's no way that that's realistic. There's no way that that's happening. It is not a joke, and I am very grateful. I'm very grateful it's not a joke. Plexus takes 50% of everything that it makes and gives it back to its ambassadors in our commission. 50%. They take 50%, they put it back into corporate to pay costs for the company, and they are a 100% debt-free company. That to me speaks volumes of how amazing our products are and how many people we have buying our products. For them to be able to give back to us 50% and still be 100% debt-free is incredible. You can share that with people for sure. Just to clarify, like Terry said, this chart, it has dollar signs on it, but we can share this with people because it came from corporate. We are not allowed to go on our Facebook pages and share prices of products. You can do that in a private message. You are not allowed to go on there and say, I made such and such amount of money this month with Plexus. You can't do that. You can go on there and say, I could buy 6 iPads with the amount of money I made. Even then, that gets a little weird. That's part of why they came out with this chart, so that we can post this and people then get an idea of what they can make without us having to be like, well, this is how much money I made. That always feels awkward to me. So I love that we have this chart. Anyway, sorry, talked too long. Okay, this is our compensation plan summary chart. This looks very confusing. I understand that. We're going to dive into this. I posted on the thread in Sunday's Superstars, if you could have this chart pulled up somewhere or even print it out. If you can't, it's not a big deal. You're still going to be able to follow along because we have this broken down slide by slide. But it would be good to familiarize yourself with this chart, or there's another one out there that looks very, very similar. Familiarize yourself with it so that when you sit down with someone one-on-one, or you're at a meeting, you're hosting an event, you can pass these out and people can go through the comp plan with you. So we're going to start with this retail. Can y'all see my mouse when I move my mouse on the screen?
Yep.
You can? Okay. We're going to start right here with the retail commission schedule. And Terry's gonna, I may flip back and forth some to this chart, Terry, as we go through, just so they're getting familiar with the chart.
Right.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I wish I should have printed my chart right in front of me. Okay, so what our retail, what our commission starts on, when we make commission on our anything from $100 up to $499. The first $100 goes back into the company that goes into the emerald pool, is that right? The emerald pool, the sapphire, and the diamond pools. Mm-hmm. So the first 100 you do not make commission off of, but from 100 to 499 off of any sales, whether it's your sales or, your products that are purchased from you, by you, or by your customers, you make 15% commission off that, up to $499. At $500, which is kind of the magic number, you start making 25%. You can see that, there you go, 15% of that would be, 500 would be $700 or $75. 25% of that would be $125. If you ever are at close by the end of the month, like let's say today, you're checking your PV and you are close to $500 PV, we always strongly recommend go in and buy one little thing for $20-something to push yourself over, so you get that 25% PV, or that 25% commission. You should always be trying to reach 500 PV each month. That's kind of your goal. And let's see, what else? Preferred customer bonus. I love the preferred customer bonus. Let's see, where is it? I don't know. Oh, there they are. They're down at the bottom. Yeah, down at the bottom. If you guys can take a look at that.
Oh, yeah, right here.
Time when you have a customer, I strongly encourage my customers to order preferred, and I even give them this little spiel that it's kind of, and I just tell them, I said, hey, I've got a way for you to beat the system. Buy preferred, order preferred, get the discount. If you really aren't happy within 14 days, after 14 days, give me a call and I can cancel it for you, which is exactly what can happen. The only difference between preferred and retail for them is, obviously retail, they're paying full price. They're only getting it one-time order, and that's fine. But I really believe that they can order as preferred and still get it only one time if they want. But obviously, we want them to keep it longer than that. And I always push the 60-day money-back guarantee. But back to these preferred bonus, customer bonus. If you'll notice, when a person orders, a customer orders Plexus Slim, you get a bonus of $15. That is every single time. That's not just the first time. That's every single time, every single customer. The Slim and Accelerator is $18. Where's the Triplex?
Oh, it's right here. It's $20.
Okay. So for every one of these items that are ordered by your customer as a preferred customer, you get a bonus. And they're getting it at a better price. So that's why I think it's so important to encourage your customers to be ordered as preferred. I love that part. That's every single time, every single order, every single product that's preferred.
Y'all, I don't even give my customers the option to order retail. I don't even tell them about retail. It's a lose-lose situation. They're spending more money. And then also with preferred, going into their 4th month, their price also drops 10% when they're going. So they order, and they've ordered for 3 months. Going into their 4th month, it drops even lower. And you're still making the same bonus. So I simply tell people there's 2 ways to order Plexus. 1, you become an ambassador. If I know that they're not interested really in working this business, then I call it a wholesale buyer. Or 2, you become a preferred customer. I don't even throw retail out there because it's a lose-lose for both of you. Okay, so going back to these slides, zoom back out.
There you go.
Business building bonuses. Okay, on this chart, I'm going to go back to the chart now, y'all. Business building bonuses. This is so confusing. Where are the business building bonuses?
I think they're, Oh, I don't know.
This is a different chart than I normally use, so y'all bear with me real quick.
I think they're going to be underneath our thumbnails, maybe.
Okay, that's okay. I can talk y'all through these and be okay. So business building bonuses are all based on welcome packs. Y'all, when you have someone sign up as an ambassador, always, always, always have them buy a welcome pack. Can they sign up without ordering one? Yes. Is it a really bad idea? Yes. 2 reasons.
Yes.
3 reasons, really. This is the cheapest way they will ever get Plexus. It is cheaper than a wholesale buyer, buying wholesale at your back office. Second reason is if they've just started and they don't order a welcome pack, they're not going to have any products. You have to be using these products and know how much these products can do for you in order to have passion in this business. And in my opinion, passion is the key to everything. 100%, but that's a whole nother topic. But anyways, the third reason why it's silly not to have them order a welcome pack is you're going to miss out on these business building bonuses. So let's just take Terry, for example. Let's say Terry goes in tomorrow and she signs up under me and she orders a $199 welcome pack. I'm going to round that up to $200 because, well, math. I'm not the teacher. Okay, so Terry buys a $200 welcome pack. I'm going to automatically make $50 because she ordered that $200 welcome pack. My sister, who I'm signed up under, is going to make a $25 bonus. Sunday, who she signed up under, is making a $15 bonus. And Alicia, who's right above Sunday, is making a $10 bonus. Same is true for the $99 welcome packs. The bonuses are just a little bit smaller. Y'all, those bonuses add up, and we get paid those every Friday. So if Terry were to sign up with me today, I will get her business building bonus next Friday. Those are the only things that we get paid every week on. Obviously, you're going to get paid every week if you've added new people that week or if your team has, because these get paid, 4 levels deep. Everything else that we're talking about tonight comes on your big paycheck on the 15th of the month. The next one is the retail override commissions. That's a really big term for saying all of your level 1s that you sign up. So if Terry were signed up right underneath me, she's my level 1, I would make 5% off of all of her sales over $100. So anything that Terry sells that goes over $100, I'm going to make 5% off that. And I'm doing that on all of my level 1s. One-time achievement bonus. I am going to click back to this. Okay, one-time achievement bonus. Let me zoom in on this. Right here. Okay. So can y'all read this?
Yeah.
Okay. Silver ambassador. A lot of y'all aren't quite to silver yet. It needs to be your very first goal. We mentioned Rebecca's there really soon. What? Everybody do. Anyways. Silver ambassador. So when Rebecca reaches silver, that means she has 3 people signed up on her team. And all 3 of them are staying active for a consecutive month. Nobody goes in and turns off their ambassadorship. When that happens, Rebecca will get her 15 to 25% commission. She will get her preferred customer bonuses. She will get her business building bonuses, on and on and on. She will also get a $100 bonus for going silver. When we went gold, and we'll explain to you how to go gold here in just a few minutes, you get a $250 bonus. You go senior gold, it's $350. Ruby is $500, and senior ruby is $750. And we'll also explain to you why this chart stops there at senior ruby. So those are all one-time bonuses. So let's say that Rebecca has someone sign up tonight, and she's got those 3 people. She will get that $100 bonus on the 15th of September. Okay? Be a nice paycheck, Rebecca. Who can we get to sign up on Rebecca's team? Okay. Let me go back so we don't get out of order here. Oh, that's really zoomed in.
Okay, what else?
Okay. Fast start achievement bonus, going back to that same deal. If anybody can do any of those, can go gold, senior gold, ruby, or senior ruby within their first 30 days, your one-time bonus is doubled, plus you get your bonus for going silver. Y'all, I've never had anyone on my team do that. I've got over 500 people on my team. I've never had anyone do that. I would love to have someone do that. I don't even care if they're on my team, someone on Sunday's team, any of y'all. I think it would be so amazing. I know people that have done it. It's definitely possible. Stephen Wells was very, very close to doing it on my team. He almost got there. Okay. Anyway,
I got to tell you, there was a little girl at the Leslie Zahn conference that signed 20 ambassadors her first month.
Wow. So she went gold.
She went gold.
That's
her
impressive.
First month. Like,
that's really
wow.
impressive.
Can't even imagine. I'm trying to figure out how much extra money she made that month. What amazing. Okay, so I know this is the chart that Amber gets super excited about, so I'm going to see if I can do a good job of explaining it, and I'm going to ask her to jump in when I...
This is my favorite part of our entire compensation plan. And when you look at this chart, right here is what we're talking about. This little tiny box that looks like the most boring thing ever because there's no money mentioned. This is the most exciting. I love this. So anyway, so go ahead, Terry.
There is money hidden in this box. So you notice that it has the levels. This is your level 1, your level 2, your level 3, your level 4. When you sign up an ambassador and they are active and they keep their back order turned on and they are active in the company, you receive 5 Plexus pay points for each ambassador that you sign. When you sign a level 1, you get 5 points. That level 1 signs somebody, which would be your level 2, you still get 5 points. So on and so on, all the way down to your level 3s, you get 5 points. You can see this. For your level 4, you get 4 points, and on down to level 7, you only get 1 point. Now, those points is what that basically is pretty much like profit sharing. And each one of those points is worth $3. So you can see for every level 1 that you have, well, the company guarantees that it will never dip down below, what is it, 250, I think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the average is usually 300. I was watching one of Sonia Dudley's YouTube videos the other day, and it was an older one, and it was closer to 350, 375. It was high. It was way high, and I'm like, dang, that would be amazing. Right now, I think they're hovering around $3, $2.90, $2.80, something like that. But for math, we're going to consider that it's $3. So you can see that for every single ambassador that you sign up, you're getting some sweet money, and this adds up quick. When we were talking about to go silver, you have to have 3 ambassadors. Each of those ambassadors are worth 5 points to you. What was it? I can talk to you about senior gold. For senior gold, I had to have 250 pay points. And most of my 250 pay points, actually all of mine came from level 1 through 3, and I had 1 level 4. And so you can see out of all those people, I don't know, let's say 250 points, I can't do the math, times 3, that's what, $750 just on pay points?
Mm-hmm.
Minus $3. So $747 just on, is that the right math? Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
How do you find out what pay points are? That's a good...
It's always posted at the beginning of the month.
Is it posted on the website? I guess
honestly, right now, I can't even remember where I always go to find it. My brain is so tired right now.
I will find out.
I'll remember. Yeah. Give me a minute.
So, anyway, like I said, this is where the cash starts coming in, y'all. I mean, our commission is great. Our business bonuses, our building bonuses are great. Like I said, I still love the preferred customer products, amazing. But the larger your team grows, the more pay points that you have, the bigger money you're raking in. And this also is included in our paycheck on the 15th. Mm-hmm. So Amber, tell me some more stuff that you love about this.
I just love that it is profit sharing, and it's something that we're able to access right away. It's not a lot of network marketing. They do profit sharing, but you're not getting paid on it every month. It's occasionally you can dip into it. Anyways. And I love how, well, let me explain this part. Let me go back to this chart real quick. I love how Plexus has this setup. If you ever have someone tell you that you're in a pyramid scheme, I'm going to give you a surefire way to tell them you're not. Number 1, a pyramid scheme is illegal. Number 2, if you'll look right here, let's just look at gold. Gold ambassador needs 100 points. Do y'all see this on this chart? But that gold ambassador, in order to go gold, they need 15 points outside of their strongest leg.
Yeah.
Okay? So here's what that means. Let's just go back again and say Terry's my level 1. And Terry jumps in with both feet, and she's just rocking this thing. And she's signing up people left and right, as she actually does. And she's just signing people up. I can't just sit back and go, oh, I'm going to let Terry do all my work for me. I have to get to work myself. So in order to go gold, I have to have 15 points outside of Terry's leg if she's my strongest leg. When I was going emerald, I'd have 1,500 points. 375 of those had to be outside of my strongest leg. So there's no way that I could sit back and let someone underneath me do all the work, which is the definition of a pyramid scheme, by the way. This is a surefire way to tell people, no, it's actually not a pyramid scheme, because you can actually promote above the person that you're signed up under. And that's not a pyramid. Think about what a pyramid looks like. That's not this. I can also have as many level 1s as I want. Okay. So think about what a pyramid looks like, but then I'm building all of these level 1s. Well, that's not a pyramid either. It's not a pyramid scheme. So that's another key thing to remember with this business. A lot of network marketing companies do not allow you to have as many level 1s as you can possibly get. Plexus, you can have as many level 1s as you can possibly sign up. I love our pay points. I know that that's a lot of information to take in kind of a short amount of time, but they truly are great. Okay, power of 3. I'm just going to talk about this briefly. I mentioned y'all earlier, I have over 500 people on my team. I think I have 17 active level 1s. Okay, let that sink in for just a minute. That doesn't mean that I know 500 people. That means they're on my team, and I signed people, they signed people, so on and so forth. I love this chart. It's just showing you, laying it out for you, the power of 3. Just this chart alone with the pay points, power of 3, all of the, if you guys will look at this and just really kind of breeze over it real quick, you can see how much money that is. So anyways, I'm going to get, Terry, do you want to talk about this? I'm sorry.
I think that's amazing. Like you said, you don't have to know. I talked to a girl tonight. She's like, but I don't know these many people. It's like, yeah, but your mama does and your husband does. I mean, the people that you sign up know a whole different web or network of people. It's just, it just explodes. It just explodes naturally.
And if you ever start to think, maybe you're thinking this already, but if you ever start to think, I don't know that many people, then you simply need to spread your net wider. A good way to do this is to get on Facebook and go look at those suggested people that Facebook is suggesting for you, people you may know. And if you've got a good deal of mutual friends with people, friend them on Facebook. Now, if you have like no friends with somebody, don't do that, because then you're the creeper on Facebook. I've had that happen before. I'm like, I have no mutual friends with you. I'm not being your friend. But anyway, spread your net wider. Get to know people. I heard someone say this one time. Go to your bank and withdraw $100 and go to another bank and deposit the $100 and go inside the bank and talk to the teller. This is something that we get so quick doing things, or even at the grocery store, we're just swiping the card and we're walking out. Like, have conversations with people, have business cards ready to pass out to people. I know they talked about a lot of that last week, so I won't harp all on that. But anyway. Okay, going emerald. I love this slide. It might be my favorite.
I bet.
To go emerald, like we talked about earlier, you need 1,500 points, 375 of those outside of your strongest leg. Once you go emerald, you get your Plexus Lexus. You get a $500 stipend every month from Plexus to pay for your Lexus. Sometimes I mix up those two words. Plus, I live in Texas. It gets all confusing in my head. Because they do it that way. So the car is in your name. You purchase the car or you lease the car. And I'll tell you guys, we leased our car because Plexus requires their jewels to get a new car every 2 years. So it made more sense to us to lease it and get a lower rate, knowing we have to get a new one in 2 years. Darn. They give you that $500 a month stipend to pay for your car payment because they do it that way and it's all in your name. You don't pay luxury tax on it. I love that. You also get an all-inclusive yearly trip to Maui. Now, there's a possibility that location may change, but it's always the Emerald Extravaganza. I know that we won't be able to go back to the same resort last year because we've almost outgrown it this year. You also get profit sharing in the Emerald pool. Okay, so let me go back up real quick to this chart. And well, it just doesn't show percentages, but that's okay. So Emerald Ambassador, it doesn't have a little one-time achievement bonus here. That's because you then start getting profit sharing in the Emerald pool. So I told you guys earlier that Plexus pays its ambassadors 50% of everything that it makes. 45% of that is what we've already talked about. Everything else we've already talked about. 5% of that is set aside for the Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond pool. So when you reach Emerald, you then get 3% in the Emerald pool. That is split between the Emeralds, the Sapphires, and the Diamonds. Then when you reach Sapphire, you get another percentage in the Sapphire pool. That is split just between the Sapphires and Diamonds. When you reach Diamond, you get another percentage, and that is split just between all the Diamonds. So you're then getting profit sharing in the Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond pools. You then get $1,000 toward a Lexus. So you have 4 different Lexuses to choose from. When you go Emerald, well, these only show 3 and 3, but now there's 4 and 4. So there's 4 Lexuses to choose from when you go Emerald, 4 to choose from when you go Diamond, and you get a bigger stipend. Then the last way that we make money with Plexus is called our Diamond Reentry Program. Again, a lot of network marketing companies do not allow this. Once you reach Diamond, you reach the highest level in our company, you can re-enter as a level 1 ambassador on your own team. So you just go to your website, you click Join Plexus, and you sign up as your own level 1, and then you can then build a whole nother business. Plexus also allows the Diamonds to will those businesses to their children. So if something were to happen to them, their business doesn't just go to their upline, it goes to their family. Okay? Terry, if you're okay with this, I'm going to stay on here for about 10 or 15 more minutes and do some questions.
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine with it.
So let me ask y'all to do this. Instead of everybody unmuting and lots of background noise coming in, I know you guys have to have some questions, but type those in the chat feature. I'm going to stop the share on this slide here so that I can actually see the chat feature a little bit better. So if you guys have any questions, type it in that chat feature, and then we will respond to you guys as best we can verbally. Keep in mind, we don't know everything, but we'll do our absolute best. Oh, how do you find out what the pay point is each month? That's on your financial statement, Robin. Right around the first of the month, look for it tomorrow. You'll see people posting in the Facebook groups. Financials are posted. You'll go into your back office. You'll click on reports, and then you'll click on financials. And in that, your financial report for the month will pull up, and that will show you what you'll be making on the 15th of the month. It will also show you how much the pay point is worth. I don't know where my brain was at a minute ago when you were asking that, but it wasn't with me.
Okay. I'm reading some of our older questions. Somebody asked, I'm unmuted. Somebody asked, can you take boost one day and accelerator the next day? I don't know. I've never heard of anybody doing it. I don't know that I would. I think I would stick to one or the other just so I know which one is really going to work best for my body. I don't think there's anything wrong with switching them up every once in a while. Matter of fact, I think, that's probably a good idea to switch them up, but I don't know that I would alternate every other day. I personally would not. I don't know if it's a bad thing, but personally I wouldn't do it. Oh, that's a good question.
Well, and switching them up like that, one of the main things to remember about these products is consistency is key. Taking them every single day is so vitally important. Think about, if you have a sickness and you go to the doctor and your doctor gives you medicine and says, you need to take this until the bottle's empty. Most of us would take it until the bottle's empty. Some of us would take it till we start feeling better. But we need to take it until the bottle's empty. Well, it's the same way with Plexus. You've got to be consistent with these products. I would not recommend someone taking Boost one day and Accelerator the next. You're really not going to know how well it's working, how well either one of them is working for them. If they start on Accelerator and they have great success with it, then don't switch. If they start on Boost and have great success with it, don't switch. Don't mess up a good thing. Is there a tax reporting guide?
I
Can you
am pretty
expand on
sure.
that question?
I am pretty sure there is one in Plexus Power Tools. For you guys that don't know, Plexus Power Tools is an excellent resource to use. They may have talked about that last week. You can join it for $10 for a whole year. You can get it as a free membership and get some of their documents and their graphics and all that. But for $10 for a whole year, it's probably the best investment you could ever make, other than the $34.95 to become a man ambassador. But I'm pretty sure in the Power Tools there is some tax information. My upline, who is not Amber, is my sweet friend Claire, who's signed up underneath Amber, recommended to me when I first joined to just to have them hold. I have them hold 33% of what my regular paycheck would be. They hold it in I guess it's in my e-wallet or whatever. And so that money will be there when it's time for me to pay taxes. Because as you guys know, they don't take taxes out. And so they're just holding on to that when it's time for me to pay my taxes at the end of the year, or April 15th or whatever that would be. Then I can go get that money. But I'm pretty sure there is. I'm not 100% sure. I know Claire gave me some information. I'll see if I can find it and post it on Slim Sisters maybe.
Probably in Sunday's Superstars.
In Sundays.
I don't think everybody is
you're right.
on here in Slim Sisters.
Okay. I will look and see if I can find that. If not, I feel pretty sure that there's something on Power Tools.
Yeah, and what Terry's talking about is just in your back office. I'm going to try, hold on one second, y'all. I'm going to try to show you guys exactly where to go to do this, because this is important. You don't want to get to the end of the year and not have money for taxes. Okay, so here's my back office. I don't want to show y'all too much like personal information or anything, but e-wallet is just right here. Now, my husband and I just took a big chunk out of this to put in our savings account, so don't let the figure that's in here freak you out. We have $70 in our e-wallet. We have set aside 30% of everything that I make goes into this e-wallet. I promise y'all, this past month, we took a big chunk out of it and put it into our savings account, because our savings account is going to make us interest. But all that this is a holdings account. That's it. So you can go in and set up in your my account. You can go in and set up, I want 25%, or based on different deductions that you're going to be taking out for your taxes, based on if you're in ministry. There's lots of things that this is going to be based on of how much you're going to set aside, and it will literally just hold it for you in here. You can also use this if you're running a contest with your team. As your team starts to grow, you could run a contest for, a $10 back office credit. So you would just click on Ambassador and Downline, type their name. It's going to take a while.
I'll take those $70.
Yeah. And I send Terry $10, and she can then use that money to go toward products. So it's pretty cool. You can take that out at any time. You just click on self. Commission, and you put how much right there, how much you want to take out, and it will be either put into your bank account that you have set up with Plexus, or it will be put onto your ProPay card, depending on how you get your commission.
Awesome.
So does that make sense?
Well, and I was just thinking, you're a small business owner. You are a business owner, so anything that you would be able to claim as a small business, and I'm a teacher, I am not a tax accountant, but your mileage, your expenses, your office supplies, those kind of things, you can definitely use as tax write-offs. My husband, we own our own small business, and I didn't realize the benefits of owning your own business. It's pretty great when it comes to tax time. So take advantage of that, absolutely. Yeah. Save your receipts by all means, but take advantage of it.
Anybody else have any questions? Mm-hmm. Nobody has any questions, or are they just camera shy?
Because we did such a great job.
I promise y'all, especially just getting started, there's no such thing as a dumb question. I ask my upline questions all the time, and that's what they're there for. So anyways, we'll go ahead and close this out. If nobody has any more questions, I will post the PowerPoint in Sunday's Superstars. All of this is great, but I'm still having trouble getting people to join because of now the questions are coming. Do you recommend prefer customer ambassador, take pre-post pics, tracker? Okay. I'm having trouble, you're having trouble getting people to join because of the cost. I'll just tell you guys how I present this to people, and then Terry can tell you how she presents it to people, and you can go from there. So when someone reaches out to me, hey, I'm interested in Plexus, or if someone has, liked some of my posts on Facebook, or they've commented on something and I reach out to them, one of the very first things I ask them is, what interests you about Plexus? Is it, and I'll list some things, is it pain management? Is it help with your migraines? Is it diabetes? Is it weight loss? I never mention weight loss first because that seems kind of rude. Is it, something else? The first thing that I've done there is I've given them options, and I've shown them Plexus is about so much more than weight loss. A lot of times we get labeled a weight loss company, and we are not a weight loss company. We are a health and wellness company, and a side benefit of it is oftentimes weight loss. Okay? So then they get back with me. I've ended my message in a question. Always try to end your messages to people in a question. When you end them in a question, it's something in their head goes, I need to get back with them. Even though you've just sent them a message, I need to get back with them. Also, this comes from an article I read the other day. Avoid using the word just. For example, well, I just want to tell you about our products. That doesn't sound like I really know much of what I'm talking about or that I'm very excited about it, okay? So avoid using that word. Anyways, so then they get back with me and they say, I need to lose weight and I have migraines. Okay, our triplex would be perfect for you. You've got two different ways that you can order this. The first way is if I know that they've already told me I do not want to be an ambassador. Okay, I'm not even going to throw that word out there. That word can sometimes freak people out. They're like, I'm a what? To who? What? So I will tell them you can be a wholesale buyer. It is the same thing as being an ambassador. They could work it as a business, but they're telling me that they're not going to want to. Now, let me just throw in here real quick. I signed up to be a wholesale buyer. So did my sister. So did a lot of people on our team. So that doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to stay a wholesale buyer. It could mean that they're going to get a fire lit underneath them and start building a team and rocking this thing, as was the case with me and Jana. So there's wholesale buyer. To become a wholesale buyer, it's $34.95 for an entire year. During that year's time, you can buy your products at wholesale cost. Right after that, you also purchase a welcome pack. The welcome packs are either $99 or $199, depending on how much product you want, and that product is yours to keep. Okay? Or if you would rather, you can become a preferred customer. And I'm going to tell you guys in a minute why I present wholesale buyer first. You can become a preferred customer. A preferred customer is a discounted price. It's not quite as discounted as wholesale. I always say that because a lot of people will do wholesale just because it's cheaper. It's not quite as discounted as wholesale, but it's still a great deal. I then tell them, if they're wanting the triplex for an ambassador, it's $109. For a preferred customer, it's $124. Okay, so I give them those prices just so that they can see, here's the difference. Here's how much money you're going to be saving. I always tell them to become an ambassador or a wholesale buyer. It's $34.95 for a year. I don't throw out to them, it's $34.95 plus a welcome pack and all that. I don't throw that to them right away. I let them know that $34.95 is for an entire year. They can purchase their products at a wholesale price. They also get a website. So let's just say I'm typing this, or if I'm talking to someone, let's just say, Erin, if you're at your kid's game and someone sees you mixing your Slim and they ask you, hey, what is that? You already have a website set up that you can point them to. And if they were to buy from you, that's going to help make you some money to pay for your products. I know that was a lot of information. I just threw y'all's way. I apologize for that. But that's what I do. Like I said earlier, I never even give them the option to buy retail. It's a lose-lose situation. I always present with becoming an ambassador or a wholesale buyer first. Here's why. If I present with becoming a customer first and they say no to that, it's going to be really hard to get them to say yes to being an ambassador. But if they say no to being an ambassador, I will probably still be able to walk away with at least a customer. That's called Leading with the Business. There's a great book out there called Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins. This woman, she's not in Plexus, but she is amazing at network marketing. I highly suggest this book to any and all of you. And she is the one who introduced my sister and I to this whole Lead with the Business thing. You'll hear a lot of Jules talk about this differently, and how if someone's not interested in the business, then sign them as a customer. My response to that is, I was not interested in the business at all. I had zero interest in it. Neither was my sister. But Sunday signed us up as ambassadors, and now I'm Emerald and my sister's Sapphire. So don't count someone out. And if you sign someone up and they're just a wholesale buyer, go ahead and add them to some of the team pages. That's what did it for me and my sister. We started seeing people promote, and we're both very competitive people. And we're like, she just went gold. I want to go gold. Like, how does that happen? And we want to find out more. And then they're running contests, they're giving away a purse or an iPad or whatever. I want to win that stuff. I wouldn't add them to all of the team pages that are out there, for sure to their direct upline. And for sure to at least, okay, obviously if you're on my team, the Slim Sisters page, and then for sure to a Diamonds page. Let them see everybody promote, and let them see everybody else getting excited because they promoted. I hope that helps. I know, like I said, I know that was a lot of information. That was
great. Wow, I just learned a lot.
I know it was a lot of information I just threw out there. I hope I didn't overwhelm anyone, but.
Well, and I truly believe, when you were asking about people about the cost, I have talked to my my downline quite a bit, because some of them have struggled with that. And I truly believe that, I would never pretend that $100 isn't a lot of money, because it just flat out is a lot it just is. And yet people that use that as a reason often just aren't super committed to doing it anyway. They're looking for another excuse, and that might not always be their number one. Not always the case, because I get it. I totally do. But when you look at the trade-offs, 9 times out of 10, they're willing to spend that money somewhere else. They're just not committed to getting healthy with Plexus yet.
Terry mentioned Claire earlier. That's who Terry signed up under. Claire's one of my best friends. She didn't think she could afford Plexus either at first, until she realized, I'm going to Starbucks every single morning on the way to work. That's like $4 and $5 every morning. Plexus equals out to about $3 every day. So she's actually saving money now. I'll tell you, I'm saving money too on eating out, on prescription medications. Even if I wasn't getting paid anything, I'm still saving money. Yes, I'll be more than happy to type that out for y'all and post it somewhere. About the Crohn's disease question, I don't have a testimonial right off the top of my head, but I want to show you guys a really cool feature, and then I think we'll be done. On Facebook, if you will go, you can go to the search bar. We use this a lot of times to search for people. Okay, so there's Terry. I can go to her page. But I can also go up here. Is that how you spell Crohn's? Crohn's disease, Plexus. Maybe. Okay, right here, any and all testimonials that ever had the words Crohn's disease and Plexus mentioned in them are going to be pulled up. Isn't that the coolest feature? I used to think this was only like for searching for people and searching for groups. You can search anything on here. So you can do the same thing with, diabetes, Plexus, or let's say that there's a specific post that I made, I don't know, about Plexus, heart. I don't know what's in there. Anything. There you go. There's a funny picture of my sister. That's funny that pulled up first. So anything that I got a little too specific there. This is going to pull up anything with my name and Plexus or heart. But let's just say that you saw something that I posted or something that someone posted that was really great about Plexus helping. I know one we can look up. Alicia McKee, she's our upline, has a great testimony about PCOS. But I don't want to go to Alicia's page and search and find this. It's going to take too long. So I'm just going to search that. Here's Alicia McKee's PCOS testimony. This is a great tool to use, you guys. It'll save y'all a ton of time. So questions like that about the Crohn's disease or anything else, I would highly suggest you use that. also look in our back office resources.
Exactly. All right.
All right, guys, listen, I'm a Plexus ambassador. I've had a lot of water, and I'm about to bust. So we're going to have to end this, or it's not going to be a good situation for me. But anyway, if we're not already friends on Facebook, find us or follow us. Can we just use those, or do we need? Oh, great question, Stephanie. Great question. Never, ever, ever ask another Plexus ambassador if you can share their post on the post. It discredits the post. It makes it look a lot less personal. Any Plexus ambassador I've ever met does not care if you share their post, but do not be, it's going to be really tempting to just hit that share button. Don't do it. You hit the share button, people are going to scroll right past it. Okay. When people share stuff, I don't see it. I don't, especially if they have their settings, like let's say, Terry posts something and her settings are set that only her friends see her post. Well, then I go to share it. Only people that Terry and I are mutual friends with will see what I just shared. All of my other friends won't see it. Okay. So I'm going to take Terry's post. I'm going to copy the wording. I'm going to save the picture to my computer. And if it's specific, something that Terry wrote is specifically about her, then I'm going to go on and I'm going to write, listen to what my friend Terry says about her cholesterol or whatever it may be. And I'm going to post that way. And I'm going to post the picture as though it's my own status. Okay?
Yeah. You do not have to recreate the wheel. By all means, use anything. Like Amber said, I can't imagine anybody saying no. But just be sure that you copy and paste it instead of just clicking share. You'll get attention that way. I even have a file of posts that, well, obviously I have a file of pictures and graphics and testimonies, but there may be somebody's, the text that I like that I just won't get around to using quite yet. So I have a file just of future or potential things that I want to share that I like the wording just in a document that I hold on to. No, you do not have to have permission.
No, I don't think you do not, Stephanie. That's a great question, but just remember this, if they put it out there on the Facebook, what am I, 80 years old? Oh my gosh.
You sound like my grandma.
If they put it out there on the Facebook, if they put it out on Facebook, virtually anyone can see it anyways. I mean, there's ways around stuff. So, and I've never heard a Plexus ambassador complain because someone shared their post. All right. So anyways,
kind of flattering.
It's on the line. Dawn Workman. Terry, would you like to close us in a word of prayer and we'll get out of here?
I would love to. Yep. All right. Oh, Jesus, we just love you, and we are so grateful for this group of people that can come together, that we can learn more about this passion that we have called Plexus. And Lord, I'm just especially thankful that you have gifted me with friends like Amber and Claire in our upline, and just this opportunity that we get to work with people that love you. Lord, I pray for everybody that's on this call. I pray, Lord, that you would show them favor in their business, and that all that we say and do would bring glory to you, and that we just love you, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
All right, guys. If y'all have any questions, by all means, find us on Facebook and send us over a private message, and we'll be more than happy to help y'all. Have a good night.
Thanks, y'all.